Beneath Driveclub's bleeding-edge visuals and omnipresent social features lies a racer rooted in traditional arcade racing tropes. A focus on fictional, predefined circuits and point-to-point courses in various locations around the world places it in a category separate from super serious circuit lappers or open-world races. The result is a fast, fun, beautiful and accessible racer, although it's one that's a little narrower than most of its modern peers. Driveclub's 50 cars brake hard and grip like glue. It's a fraction simplistic, but I found the feel of it satisfying and entirely in line with Driveclub's direction. The biggest problem I had with the handling is that it's too sticky to make the drift events much fun. The car selection is nicely curated to represent some of Europe's most desirable cars, and they look absolutely remarkable. They're best enjoyed from inside the exquisitely modelled cabins. They sound exceptional too. It's strange that the car list is almost exclusively biased towards European models though. There's actually only a single American car, the Hennessy Venom GT. More bafflingly, there are no Japanese cars at all. No doubt there's some great stuff in Driveclub, and more on the way, but the day one vehicle roster is surprisingly insular. Performance upgrades and tuning aren't featured in Driveclub, although simple visual customization is. I find it pretty distracting actually. You don't need to embrace them, but in single player races you're still going to find yourself pitted against a bunch of dorky looking lime green AI Ferraris covered in more stickers than a child's bicycle. Racing locations are much more geographically diverse. Tracks in Scotland and Norway are joined by routes across Canada, India and Chile. As immaculately detailed as the cars are, I think these tracks are doubly breathtaking. Postcard perfect trackside vistas stretch for miles, but they're just as capable of standing up to close scrutiny. The way they're set off by incredibly realistic lighting is stunning. They're not especially interactive. Driveclub's arcade nature has brought with it a force field of sorts that will ricochet you away from rocky verges, clumps of snow and protruding guardrails, but most of the routes are quite skinny, which gives Driveclub an excellent sense of speed. It also means that the racing can tend to be quite aggressive. More than once I was poleaxed out of contention by the AI with just a corner or two to go. There's no mechanical damage in Driveclub, but there is a speed retarding penalty system for collisions. It's annoyingly inconsistent though. Sometimes a slight tap when going too wide on a corner will trigger it, yet a massive shunt will go unnoticed. As with many of 2014's big-ticket races, connectivity is part of Driveclub's key shtick, and it works well. Every track is populated with face-off challenges for us to try and beat in the process of racing or hot lapping. Smash a friend or stranger's average speed, drift score or corner mastery on a marked segment of track and you'll be rewarded with XP. Beyond that, by participating in or creating and sharing custom challenge events, you'll be rewarded with XP based on your spot on the ladder when the challenge expires. I had a bunch of these challenges in the boil at a time, and by ranking decently I had a steady stream of XP accumulating even when I wasn't playing. I really like this kind of asynchronous multiplayer. It's much like the Forza series' Rivals mode. It's a good thing these social challenges exist alongside the straightforward multiplayer racing because there's not a whole lot to do offline. The single player progression system breaks up the racing with time trials and drift events. I quite enjoy the former. Hot lapping against ghosts can become pretty compulsive, but it only takes a few days to mostly exhaust Driveclub's single player event slate. Happily, a clean and simple interface makes navigating to events and quickly jumping into challenges and pre-packaged multiplayer races extremely uncomplicated. Joining or creating a club of between 2 and 6 players is important too, because 5 of Driveclub's cars can only be unlocked by leveling up your club. Your individual achievements contribute to your club XP, although as part of a club, you can also tackle the club-only challenges. They're much like the individual challenges and equally fun. Each member can attempt a challenge, and the best club effort wins. Driveclub is the best looking racing game I've ever seen on a console, but down deep, it's a more modest, conventional arcade racer than the sprawling open world types we commonly see today. While it successfully creates fast and fun races with a great sense of speed, the overly aggressive AI can grate, and the difficult drifting seems at odds with the accessible handling. I'm also surprised at how partisan the day one car list is. That said, the tentacles of Driveclub can grip tight if you get invested in the asynchronous challenges, and it's very much geared around encouraging us to hop online and compete by making it so easy. For more on Driveclub, stay with IGN.